as we join forces with Mike Ribeiro and the Washington Capitals, continuing on the road. Alex Ovechkin and friends with a mark of 16, 17, and 1, now 33 points in the Eastern Conference race. The Philadelphia Flyers, uncustomarily in 5th in the Atlantic Division. Peter Laviolette's troops, 31 points on the season. Third and last meeting between these two, opening draw presented by our friends at Papa John's Pizza. Season series between these two split, both games coming back in the month of February. Washington falling here 4-1 in late February. The Flyers jump to the advantage 23 seconds into that game. John Carlson jets after a loose puck. Hartnell is right there on the forecheck. Top of the screen, you're seeing Adam Oates' line combinations. One change, Craig Laughlin, Wojtek Volsky out. We expect to see Aaron Volpatti in.
A little more grit in the front line. Volpatti likes to play a hard game. You're playing on a road against a very good team here on home ice. This building is a little intimidating. Volpatti in for the Caps.
Johansson scampers back through center. Nice pass for Ovechkin. Leaves it to the trailer. Backstrom walking in. Backstrom fires. Stopped by Brizgalov. And then swept to safety by the back-checking Reed. John Carlson at a point position, keeps it on the outside. Johansson straight away for Hillen. He fires. Score! Backstrom on the deflection.
Excellent puck movement from the top trio. Backstrom, Johansson, and Ovechkin. They move the puck around. Brizgalov thought he had it, but Backstrom cuts in front of the net and redirects it past his blocker side. Take a look at the rewind. Here comes a nice pass. Hard slap shot, and there's a deflection. No one's going to stop that. Big change of direction. Look at the stick come in, and it goes from high to low. And on that replay, Brizgalov just about had it with his right pad. Actually hit the top of his pad and ricocheted into the net. Backy on the board. 1-0 Caps.
8 of the last 12 games for Washington will come at Verizon Center. They need to get back to being very rough and very tough to beat at home.
Well, they should get some confidence on this road swing. They've been great away from home.
Flyer fans giving their orange and black a mock cheer as Helmet jams one home. They just got their first and second shot.
That was a pretty sweet little chip shot down there off the side of the net by the Flyers that created this chance. Watch the shot by Timonen. There's no lane. And look at that little nice play in front of the net by Ronaldo. Showing some good hands, Joe. He ricocheted off the side of the net right to the man in front, Talbot, and he surprised everybody being there. But man, Ronaldo, who's known for all his checking and getting involved and being a pest, he makes a nice hands play down low to tie this game up.
Braden Holtby and Ilya Brizgalov in the cage. Caps out shooting the Flyers to this point 7-2 in a 1-1 game. Johansson offers it to Mike Green. Green strolls into the offensive zone. Then waits. Sends a snapshot to the glove of Brizgalov, and he'll squeeze.
A lot of points.
It's an awful lot. A long send away. Reed's in solo. Reed fires and scores.
The Capitals have not allowed a lot of breakaways this season, period. And in the last little while, very few, if any. But Matt Reed finds himself behind Adam Oates' defense on a broken play. Here's the play. The puck doesn't get through. They scramble for it, and it's a lucky pass right up the gut on the tape. A lucky turnover that leads to, excuse me, a pretty good pass up the gut. And then Reed's a sniper, Joe, and he looks like a goal scorer where he shoots this puck. Marc Messier off the wrong foot. A little kick shot, and he snaps it past Braden.
I was going to say you were discrediting the pass from Claude Giroux, which is pretty nice.
I discredited the lucky bounce.
I got it. Scott Hartnell turns the corner for the Flyers, who have responded after the Nicholas Backstrom goal at 4:29. Talbot and Reed back-to-back. It's 2-1 Flyers. As we move to the tail end of the opening period, Luke Schenn racing back for the touch-up here. It's an icing call. Drifts to the corner to collect as the Flyers are tilting the ice all of a sudden. Braden Schenn isolates, scoops one back to point position. Timonen bluffs the slapper. Hartnell, Timonen, drive, kick out save, goalie interference to come, no goal, no goal, whistle is blown, goalie interference coming up.
Flyer fans aren't going to like it. Simmons is complaining to the referee. The Caps will have the first power play of this game. Simmons, who has a great net presence, ran over Holtby. And it was an easy call. The goal was scored about 5 seconds after the penalty was called. Here's Timonen the shot, and there's the collision in front of the net. And the whistle well before that slap shot from the point. Simmons is complaining. He thought he was pushed into the goalie, but no way. He ran right through the paint and took out Braden, not allowing him to make the stop.
Drifts to the corner to collect as the Flyers are tilting the ice all of a sudden. Braden Shen isolates, scoops one back to point position. Timonen bluffs the slapper. Hartnell, Timonen, drive, kick out save, goalie interference to come, no goal, no goal, whistle is blown, goalie interference coming up.
Flyer fans aren't going to like it. Simmons is complaining to the referee. The Caps will have the first power play of this game. Simmons, who has a great net presence, ran over Holtby. And it was an easy call. The goal was scored about 5 seconds after the penalty was called. Here's Timonen the shot, and there's the collision in front of the net. And the whistle well before that slap shot from the point. Simmons is complaining. He thought he was pushed into the goalie, but no way. He ran right through the paint and took out Braden, not allowing him to make the stop.
Referee Francis Chiron made the call. He's working today with Steve Kazari. The linesmen are Johnny Murray and Pierre Rasico, and Peter Laviolette incensed back behind the Washington, or rather the Philadelphia bench.
Well, I think there's going to be maybe another minor penalty here right off the face-off. Maybe unsportsmanlike.
The penalty box door opens for Claude Giroux as we look back on the call.
There's a little push, but he has to catch him. Notice Alzner a little bit, but his backside caught him coming across. Giroux was on the face-off, and it happened right off the draw, and the referee immediately called it.
Green, this way to Ribeiro. Backside look, slam dunk, no! Brizgala robs Brouwer. Flyers clear.
Brouwer shot it into him rather than into the empty net. He shot the puck across the goal line instead of putting it over the goal line. He had an empty net past that right pad.
Fans booing, still miserable about the penalty calls. Green closing in. Ovechkin one-timer. Stopped by Brizgala. Juicy rebound to the high slot. There's Green. 2.5 to go in the period. Ribeiro, goal line extended. Lost the puck. Timonen gets it out. Steps in, snapshot on the way. That was rejected in front. Played out. Giroux and Simmons. It's a jailbreak the other way and a 4-on-2. Giroux feeds. Reed hooked. Power play Philadelphia to come. A dramatic turn of events. Couturier south of the goal line. Alexi and Alzner will swarm him. Beagle there for the Caps, tying it up along the board. 6 seconds to go. They continue to fish for it. Knuble comes out of there with the puck. Centering pass blocked as Braden Shen had that last chance, but didn't get it to the goal. Flyers a 2-1 advantage after an eventful 20 minutes. Reed glides into the offensive zone for the Flyers. Philadelphia here at home in the orange. Game 4 of a 5-game homestand. They'll get Montreal here on Wednesday, and then 5 of the next 6 for Philadelphia. After that will be on the road. Giroux, quick trigger, snapped out of the air by Holtby. He's got it in the glove. Giroux feeds for Voracek. He delivers it to the wing to Reed. Back checking Backstrom in good shape. Giroux off the skirt of the goal. Bounce back to point position. Gustafsson. Long wrist shot from Huskins. Didn't get through the pack. As the Capitals are pinned in their defensive zone here, Reed will switch it up. We near the 4-minute mark of the second period. Great catch of the pass by Ovechkin. 2-on-2 with Johansson. Ovechkin fires a blocker pad save on a laser. Luke Schenn for Reed. Walking the line. Beagle there in the shooting lane. Reed. Very patient. Matt Reed with a puck. Reed through the seam. Braden Shen. Reed Straight away to Luke Schenn. There's brother Braden. Stopped by Braden Holtby. Head save. Holtby on Couturier. Jake Voracek deals it for Luke Schenn. As he scampers through center. Schenn gets an opening there and a drive that's right to the blocker of Holtby. 6 minutes and change to go in the second period. Voracek with Hillen hung up. Voracek flushed out, plays the point for Bruno Gervais, longtime Islander property. Long wrister from Braden Schenn, no worries, and Braden Holtby will cover on the play. Quinnipiac leading 3-0 over Union. So trying to get that last spot.
So we can have a lot of first-timers, right?
Very much so, as Holtby will cover this with a large gathering around the goal crease and some angry tempers. No Flyers Caps game would be complete without some arguing, some harsh words, and some jabs. It's 2-1 Philly. Flyers on the man advantage, 5-on-4. Giroux, one of the top power play point producers, down the wing for Voracek to the front. A timing play, and Holtby steered it away as it's golfed on down by Beagle. As the Caps get back to even strength right now. Green's out of the box. He's behind the field. Green to his forehand. Score! Mike Green!
What a pass. Right in stride, right on the tape of Mike Green coming out of the box. Huge goal late in the period. Greeny's got goals in back-to-back games, and he's got his 5th. Look at Brooks Lake. He senses that he's coming out of the box. He threads the needle past Schenn. Schenn can't get his stick on it, and then Greeny, looking like a goal scorer that he is, puts it high, cheese over the blocker. Huge for the Caps, with Mike Green tying this baby up.
Locker, Green has 5 goals this season. 4 of them are game-tying goals.
For 2 breakaways for 2 of these goals.
1:05 left, and whoa, Ronaldo coming after Green. Alster gets in there to help out. Now you're going to have a big scrum.
That all happened because one of their forwards was hurt on that play. That was Talbot, and that's why Ronaldo jumped in. Talbot going down the hallway, being helped by 2 different trainers going down into the locker room for the Flyers. There's Talbot, who plays with Couturier and Ronaldo, and that's why Ronaldo got involved down low with the Caps, and that's why there was a little bit of a scrum. There's the hit on Mike Green, and that hurt Talbot. Green just gets out of the way. Talbot went in with his right leg and knee, and then Ronaldo tries to give back Mike Green what he thought just happened. And the Caps should have a power play out of this. Plain and simple, they should get a power play here late in the second.
Ovechkin darting into the offensive zone. Alex Ovechkin turned back by Simon Gagne. That should just about do it for period 2 at Wells Fargo Center, where the Caps have rallied to tie it at 2 apiece. They're off and running in the third period. Washington and Philadelphia 4-on-4 hockey for 35 seconds. As Eric Gustafsson keeps the puck alive in the offensive territory for just a brief moment. Jack Hillen 3-on-3 the other direction. Hillen overlapping there Marcus Johansson. For Hillen once again. Voracek flushing him out. Luke Schenn bothered by Brooks Laich. Laich's pass was intercepted. Couturier then gave it up as Johansson was looking for a line change. Steven Oleksy through center with momentum. Oleksy wide of the goal, chipped it to himself. He did that intentionally as Brizgalov took the angle away. Ooh, Giroux was flattened. Johansson turned.
They're going to go after him, and they should get an instigator.
Oleksy with the gloves down. Ooh. Throwing punches here with Voracek.
It's a good bout, except Oleksy can't see because his jersey's over his head.
And he's punching a visor, which is no fun. Vice versa.
Voracek should get the initial penalty for sure. That hit was clean on their star player. Voracek's going to head off. They're sending Oleksy to the bench or to the locker room.
He's cut, Locker. He's going to need repairs.
Yes. Well, he couldn't see anything of those punches. A clean hit started this whole thing by Oleksiy on Giroux. Voracek, his line mate, who doesn't fight a whole lot, Joe, comes right in and says, okay, let's go, Oleksiy. And Oleksiy dropped him right away. He knew he would be challenged, Joe.
There was nothing dirty about the hit from Oleksiy, but when you throw a sturdy shot like that to a superstar player, you're going to have to answer to it. And Voracek standing up for his captain.
Right now, that is not the case here in the third.
Power play goals in 6 of the last 7 for Washington. Giroux with a takeaway. Now he'll play some keep away, but he coughed it up. Johansson's drive. Score! Marcus Johansson. And Giroux hangs his head after a glaring mistake.
Well, there's a case of simply trying to do too much for the captain here in Philadelphia. Caps will continue on the power play for another 2 minutes. He tries to clear the puck. He misfires. Unassisted power play marker for Mojo, who rips it past the blocker's side. Exactly the same spot that Mike Green beat Bryzgalov on his breakaway. Giroux down in a heap, just knowing that he just gave that puck away to Marcus. He strikes for his 5th of the season.
Serenaded at Joe Louis Arena.
I thought that was really cool today.
Carlson feeds, Ovechkin fires, he scores! Another buzz bomb from Ovechkin.
Keep the scoring streak going, the point streak going. It's now up to 8 games. Bryzgalov just threw the water bottle over to the bench. It's all over the ice in front. I'd be surprised if he didn't get an unsportsmanlike. But the referee picking up the water bottle. Here they see the rotation down low. They get it to Ovechkin, top right of the screen, and there's the blast. One exactly like that in the first period, rang the pipe. This one right through the body of Bryzgalov. The Caps back-to-back power play markers.
Bounced over his blade. Hartnell turns the corner. Scott Hartnell delayed penalty. 6 attackers on for the Flyers. 7.5 to go in the third. Timonen, slap pass, that's pretty. Holtby gets over to make the save, and he'll squeeze. And Washington made hay with the Flyers shorthanded there, and Voracek helplessly in the penalty box. These power play stats are packaged by the UPS store. Man advantage number 4 for the Flyers, best in the business in the NHL. Heading into play Easter Sunday. Giroux scores! Claude Giroux.
Braden Holtby could not see that puck. He was screened to that glove side. It was such a great release by Giroux that he beats the goaltender and the shot blockers. Look at everyone trying to get up. The freeze of the shot. Look at everybody in front. Notice the Caps forward and defensemen trying to get out of the way. I think it was Carlson trying to move out of the way. You have Hartnell in front as one of the screeners, and there's just a shot with also in front Simmons. No chances. Simmons moved right there in front as you see Holtby trying to see around number 17. Doesn't pick it up. Great screen by Simmons. Giroux finishes it with a nice little snapshot.
11 goals on the season for Claude Giroux. More than half of them on the power play. Caps have a 3-on-1. Johansson's drop pass angled away by Timonen. Johansson drops it. Ovechkin fanned. Back come the Flyers, 2-on-2. Claude Giroux angles in with a wrister, snared by Holtby. Hartnell chips it on back. That was a tough keep in, and the Caps should get away. Here's a breakaway bid for Ovechkin. Recovery time, though. Timonen got there on the bad ice late in the third period. Timonen brushed it back to center. Hillen spots the open man. It's Johansson. He'll interchange John Carlson on the dump down with 2:12 to go. Timonen has it. 40 seconds to play. Simmons and Hartnell, the Bloodhounds below the goal line. Giroux hooks a backhander right on target. Loose puck claimed by Simmons. Claude Giroux there. Straight away, Timonen fires one wide. Braden Shen, the young gun, below the goal line for Simmons. There's Schultz with the long reach, but he didn't get it out. Slap pass coming. Shen through for Giroux. Timonen fires. Pad save Holtby. Rebound loose in a wild scramble. Claude Giroux closing in. 10 seconds left. Score!
Blood's rocking here in Philadelphia. Exactly what the Caps did to the Sabres last night. They had good puck control. Hartnell loses his stick, actually going to the bench to get another one. And they find Timonen, and it's a scorcher from the blue line. Capitals nicked after that non-call on the icing, forces a face-off, forces a timeout, and that one skims off the post and in. The veteran Timonen ties it up late in this third period.
Timonen leads all Flyer blue liners in points. He turned 38 this month. Caps and Flyers are going to go extra time. Final meeting with Philadelphia in the regular season. Each team winning on the other, or rather on its home ice to start the series. This is the last go-round, and we are in overtime. On the hop through center, it's Gustafsson. Strolling wide to the glove of Holt, but you did not get that one secure. Luke Schenn keeps it on the outside. A backpedaling Giroux. His wrister was spoiled, and Like will carry it away to safety. Laviolette will change. Couturier to the front looking for Timonen on the rotation play.
He was open there for a fraction of a second. He got lost behind the Capitals forward who was supposed to be defending him.
Flyers in the offensive zone. Fedotenko cross ring. Slap pass back to Fedotenko. He scores. Flyers come all the way back.
That's Cullen going east-west, and the Caps did not move with that puck. And because of that, Fedotenko scores the game-winning goal. Excellent passing play, playing 4-on-4 here in overtime. Here's the one pass. It's a give and go, a fake slap shot. Fedotenko gets away from Ribeiro. The D didn't step up. There's the lane that Carlson couldn't get the puck into. And Fedotenko, a layup in front of the net. The so-called backdoor east-west goal gives the Flyers the win here in overtime.
What a crazy good last 8 minutes of the hockey game and change for Kimmo Timonen. He scored one, he set up two, and the Flyers win in overtime 5-4.